Hey guys, it's Drea. So today I have another haul for you. I know it seems like I've been doing a lot of hauls, but as you know, it was just Christmas. And I had a bunch of gift cards, and also Shoppers Drug Mart just did a bonus redemption for points, which if you're not familiar, shoppers here in Canada, they are changing their point system. So this is the last time they are going to do this. But if you have a certain amount of points, you can redeem for I think it's $170, but they had a special weekend where you could redeem for $210 worth of free stuff, basically. So a whole bunch of this I got for free with my points, and so I needed to cash those in before their whole point system changes over, and then I spent all my Sephora gift cards. So there you go. That's why I'm hauling so much lately. So I have Sephora here, I have a little bit of MAC, but let's start with all the shopper stuff. I've got a huge bag here. Like, this bag is gigantic. There was some stuff that I bought for my husband, like vitamins, so boring. Shoppers is phasing out Gosh Cosmetics, so they had a whole bunch of stuff on clearance. The only thing that really caught my eye was this. This is the Gosh Mineral Waterproof Eyeshadow. And I wasn't even able to like swatch this or anything, it was just in plastic. Okay, so it's just like a stick eyeshadow. And this is like a kind of light violet-y shade. There you go. This was $3, so I was like, okay. Because you know, I wanted to kind of stretch my points as far as they could go. I picked up this. This is Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer. Yeah, that's what it's called. This is for fair to medium skin tones. I've gone through an entire one of these before. This is gigantic. And the one I had, I loved it. Like, it feels really good. It's super moisturizing. It smells great. And this is supposed to, like, I don't know, gradually increase the color in your skin. So it's not like a self tanner, but it's supposed to do something like that. I never noticed that when I went through a full one, but I really like the lotion. Just some Oral-B floss. This stuff is my favorite. It is so good. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to makeup in a second. I'll show you some boring stuff first though. This is Dr. Scholl's Massaging Gel Sport insoles. Working in retail, you have to have good support in your shoes. And so I already have insoles, but I wear different shoes, so I wanted to just grab another pair. So I got those, and I also got some Sour Patch Kids candy, cause you know, sometimes you just need something like that. I also bought some Soft Soap Radiant Raspberry. This smells really good. Like, I like I don't know that I like really sweet smelling soaps, but I like something with a little kick to it, and I feel like raspberry usually is like that. So I just finished up my Quo brush shampoo, and I really liked it. And I wanted to replace it, but they have gotten rid of the one that I have been using, and they now have this one, which is the Quo Brush Cleansing Shampoo with Argan Oil. I guess this is slightly different than the one I had before, which was in a brown bottle. Hopefully it'll be as good. All the rest of this is like makeup and beauty stuff. So I also got the Quo Luxury Cotton Facial Pads. There's 165 in here. These are really great. So a lot of people like the Shiseido cotton pads, and I have used a couple packages of those before. I don't think these are like exact dupes, but they are so close that it is worth the price difference. This is $7.50 for this many, and I know the Shiseido ones are like 11 or 13-ish, so it's a pretty big cost savings when you're buying cotton. Like, you know, it's the kind of thing where it's just going in the trash at the end of the day. I bought a Lee Swatchier eyeshadow. So if you remember from Christmas, the things I hauled, I bought one of her eyeshadows and then one of her blushes, and I really love them. So I spent some time kind of swatching what they had. This is from the Permanent Collection. This is Ver Enchant, which, enchanting green, I guess. So this is the Ombre Soufflé Supreme, which it just says long-lasting anti-aging eyeshadow with our Labrador tea. Don't ask me about the anti-aging part. But anyway, this isn't any kind of special packaging. It's just the regular kind of pot packaging. Oh, nice. Okay then. So here's what it looks like. Yeah, I'm not super impressed with that. So it looks like I will be going back to the store and getting a replacement, because that is all freaking shriveled up. Now, luckily, Shoppers is, at least mine is, really good about replacing stuff. But that is really annoying. So that is not supposed to look like that, but you know what? It's still soft and I can still swatch it. At least I can show you guys a swatch for it. It's right there. So you can tell that's like a really beautiful, just kind of light metallic taupey green. And those Lee Swatchier shadows are not cheap. I'm just looking at my bill here and it's 26 bucks for one of them. So, you know, it's a bit more high end. You want to get it good, get it fresh. Okay, next, Quo blending sponges. So I bought a 6-pack of really mini ones at Christmas time, and they are freaking amazing. They are so good. They are like as good quality as Beauty Blender, like no question. And it was $10 for 6 little minis. So I really wanted those, and then I went back and they're like, no, that was just for holiday. So I'm like, okay, well, what is comparable? So she said the 3 mini blending sponges should be comparable. These are bigger than the ones that I have, but I still think it should be a good enough shape to get under the eye. I love those minis. They're so good. If you've never tried Quo blending sponges, maybe give it a shot because they're awesome. I got a whole bunch of drugstore makeup. So as you know, I am testing out a whole bunch of the new release face-based products from various drugstore companies. And this is one that I hadn't picked up yet. So I really want to test this along with that. And I'm going to be doing a whole roundup video probably at the end of February. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage foundation. So I guess they reformulated their Superstay. This is in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. So I never was blown away by the original Superstay one, so we'll see if I like that. I also bought the Total Temptation mascara and the Tattoo Studio Waterproof Brow Gel. So this, as you can tell, is like a squeezy tube, and then it has a little, you know, brow spoolie. I don't know if you're supposed to like attach that to this after you open it, but you know, I was up for trying something new, and then I really wanted, it's been a while since I had this concealer, so I really wanted to buy a new one. So this is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I got the shade 122, which is Sand. Now, I don't know if that's going to be too dark. I was considering going for light medium. I don't remember what I used to have. But anyway, it's been a while since I tried this or used this concealer, so I'm glad to have it again. And then the bulk of my money went towards this. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Concentrate Matrix. So this is a new skincare product from Estee Lauder. I think they just launched a couple of months ago. This is what it looks like right here. And it's got this little kind of stopper in it. And it comes out like this. And then you can just kind of apply it either with this, or you can put it on and pat it on with your finger or whatever. I've heard really good things about this from different people. I'm going to start using this immediately. I can't wait to start using this and just see if I notice any difference, because it's supposed to be incredible. So we'll see. I mean, I'm at the age where I'm really desperately trying to prevent as many wrinkles as possible, and especially the fine lines around the eyes. And since I bought that, she gave me 2 free samples of the Advanced Night Repair Serum. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys know about this serum. They're probably one of their most famous serums. So 2 little ones here. These are both 0.24 fluid ounces. So that's a pretty good value just for free. She just threw it in for me. Okay, so before I get to all this stuff from Sephora, I just have one thing from 3 different random places. I was at Winners the other day. We're planning a trip to Cuba at the end of February, and I've been trying to look for like Cuba appropriate clothing and, you know, summer stuff. Some places are starting to bring out some summer stuff. So anyway, I was at Winners. I found a couple of things, but then since I was there, I also picked this up. And I always buy this at Winners because they always seem to have it, and it's cheaper than anywhere else. So this is the Joico K-Pack Intense Hydrator. It's basically a treatment, but it's basically just like a really intense conditioner. And you're supposed to leave it on your hair for like 4 to 5 minutes. I usually do it in the shower and then shave my legs before, you know, rinsing it off. That gives me enough time. But for my dry, damaged ends, this seems to really, really work the best of anything I have found. So I'm really impressed with this. This is now the 3rd bottle I bought, so I'm, you know, gonna keep buying that. And then I finally had enough stuff to back to MAC. So I went to MAC and got my back to MAC lipstick, which I decided to get Velvet Teddy because I don't have it. It's one that I've wanted for a really long time. Never tried it on, but I think it'll suit me anyway. So Velvet Teddy is a matte, and there it is right there. Probably more of a fall shade, you know, not really going into spring, but still I'm glad to have it added to my collection. And then I ordered from Amazon a set of Real Technique sponges. So okay, if you guys remember, I had that issue under my eye where I was getting this really bad irritation. I threw out all of my sponges that I had used because I didn't know if it was an allergic reaction to something, if I was spreading bacteria through brushes, like I've cleaned all my brushes. I didn't know if I was spreading bacteria with those, so I just decided to just throw them all out and start fresh with new sponges. So I got the Real Techniques set here, which is $20, and you get a ton. You get the 2 big face ones. You get this one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's got like a flat edge and it's got a pointed end on it. I love this pink one here. It's so good. And then you got 3 of the little minis, which are also really, really, really good. So I've tried all of these before, and I think 20 bucks for like this many is a really good deal. Okay, so here's my Sephora order. It's actually 2 different orders. I kept going into the store because I really wanted another shade of the new Tarte Chrome Pots, the one that's called Top Yacht. It's always sold out online. And my store, they only have 1 color out on display, so I wasn't able to pick that up. And I also wanted to swatch all of the new Cover FX shimmer veils, but they have the little like setup out for it at my Sephora, but they don't actually have the products in it yet. So I had to just order one, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll go back for more. But anyway, just speaking of those shimmer veils. So Jenna Cookie, who has a channel here, she bought all of them. I saw her on her Instagram. She was like showing off swatches and they looked really good. So I picked up Celestial, and okay, I already swatched this, and it's totally sets. Once you put it on, it sets and it does not move. However, I just don't know that I really love this color. So this is Celestial right here. Probably could have swatched it in a better place. You can see like the way it shines is really, really pretty, but I just don't know. I feel like I have so much in this shade. It's kind of like a pinky white champagne, and I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I think I might like another shade better. So like I said, I really wanted to see them in store before I bought one, but whatever. I actually placed 2 different online orders, so I got 2 gifts with purchase. One of them is the Smoother Primer from Estee Lauder. This just seems to be your standard silicone primer, so I'm not too excited about that. I might just give that away to somebody. But then there was a Marc Jacobs mini lipstick in the shade Slow Burn, and I've been hearing about this shade, and people are saying it's a beautiful nude, and it does look like really beautiful. It's so fun to get lipstick for free, because if you have a collection like mine, you don't need full-size lipsticks. Like, it's fun to get little minis. That's actually really similar to Velvet Teddy, isn't it? Let me just swatch it right next to it. Oh my god, you guys. These are almost dupes. Like, almost. That's Slow Burn, that's Velvet Teddy. Look at that. Very close. Not quite. It's a little bit more cool tone mauve, but very, very close. Really beautiful color. Okay, so Alex said these are her #1 favorite eyeliners. The Makeup Forever Aqua XL Eye Pencil. This is just the shade Black. I used to own this. I remember I used to own this like 2 years ago. Sorry, I got distracted. Somebody in my family just messaged me on Facebook that they're like, is this you on YouTube? You have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah, I kind of do. So it totally distracted me. Anyway, so this is the black one, and I did used to have this, and I decluttered it. I don't remember why. I don't think I disliked it. I think I probably just decluttered it because I had so many black eyeliners. But right now, you guys, I am in the throes of trying to find one that is going to work for my waterline without transferring down. Like my top tight line, I should say, without transferring down to my waterline, because everything is either dried out or transfers on me in my collection. And I have gone through them all, and I'm just gonna get rid of a whole bunch because nothing seems to be working. So I figured I would try out fresh, try this one out, and we'll see how that goes. Speaking about black eyeliner, I'm gonna give it another shot. You guys know my obsession with liquid eyeliner, but I'm going to give gel eyeliner another shot. This is the Shiseido Ink Stroke eyeliner. So this is the packaging it comes in. It comes with this little brush right here, which, as you can tell, is a brush tip applicator. Very fine point on it, and I think that was always my issue with gel eyeliner, is I never could find a brush that worked with it properly that I liked. So we'll see, because this reminds me quite a bit of like the Kat Von D Trooper one. I'm going to be keeping these things in this red box because, first of all, it's very pretty, but also because I don't want to lose this somewhere. And then this actually is pretty ingenious as well. You can see that little shape right in there. That is just plastic sticking right up in the middle, and the idea is that you can kind of wipe off your brush on that instead of having to use the sides of the pot. Because you know you don't want to have too much product on your brush. So I think that is really, really smart. It has very good reviews. I'm gonna try using this right away and see if I like it, because if I don't, I'm gonna return it, because it was not cheap. I think it was like 31 or 35 bucks or something, so we'll see. So you know, in my last haul I bought a ton of the new Stila glitter and glows, and there was a couple that they hadn't released yet or were out of stock, I don't know. But anyway, this shade I really, really, really wanted. So this is the gold cap, which means it's a glitter and glow. The rose gold cap is the shimmer ones, and this is like a white glitter. So this is the lightest shade they've ever offered, and I did swatch it when I got it, and I am really liking it so far. So this, out of all of them, I would say, is the most kind of straight up glitter without a ton of color. Like you could tell there is a white base to it, but it's got a pink and purple glitter duochrome shift to it, and there's a lot of glitter in that. I think it's going to be really good for topping over a lot of colors because it's going to be pretty versatile. So that is the shade Perlina. Okay, so the very last thing I bought with the bulk of my gift cards is this. This is Prada Candy Gloss fragrance. This one just came out in the last year. I had a little 100-point perk, a very tiny 100-point perk from Sephora, and I ended up really, really liking it. I've also sprayed this on myself like in stores when I am just in the mall and just want to wear it around. So I got the smallest size because I bought so many fragrances this year. I just don't need to be buying big sizes right now. So I got the smallest size. In the biggest size, this part actually has the sprayer in it, but in the smallest size this comes off, and that's the sprayer there. So this is like, okay, I just looked it up online, and it says that it's supposed to revolve around the scent of sour cherry, but I don't smell that. I smell grapefruit in this. And I don't know, it's like Prada Candy, but like very sweet and very citrusy in a way. And like I said, I smell grapefruit, but like very sweet grapefruit. And a lot of other people are saying different things, but it's supposed to revolve around sour cherry. I'll link to it below, as I do whenever I talk about a fragrance, because I'm not really good at describing them, but I'll link to it below if you're interested. And on Sephora, you can also buy the little roller balls too, so if you just want to try it out too, it's like 30 bucks or something. It's a lot cheaper than buying the biggest sizes. But I really became kind of obsessed with this, and that's been me lately. I will kind of smell a new fragrance and become obsessed with it, and then I have to have it, and then I will wear it for a while obsessively, and then move on to a new one. But I still love the ones that I was obsessed with, you know. I still have a whole bunch that I'm like rotating because I am in love with so many new fragrances. I used to literally, you guys, I used to have one perfume and I wore it all the time, and that was it. But now it's kind of like how my makeup collection blew up. Now my fragrance collection is blowing up, but I am super excited about this. So that's it for my haul. I hope that you really liked it. Let me know, would you guys be interested in seeing like a haul of all the clothing I bought for Cuba or for vacation? I don't know if you guys care about that kind of stuff, so, but let me know if you'd be interested. Anyway, this is probably going to be the last makeup haul for a while, because right now I am really invested in testing the new stuff that I have bought in the last month, because there's so much new stuff in my collection. I really want to test a whole bunch of things out, and I have been. So that's it for today. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope that you're speaking kindly to yourself, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.